How's it going, YouTube? I know I haven't made a video in forever, but I don't know, I've just found myself with a couple extra minutes. I wanted to make a YouTube video, so today I'm going to be showing off my Tri-Brigade Fire King deck. This is more of a casual deck that I really like to play. You know, I've been playing Fire Kings for many years now, so here we just hop into it, show you some of my cool techs that I play, some deck building decisions. Go ahead and explain those once we get to it. Starting off, we have two Fire King High Avatar Garunics. He's the best one, and if you can get two of them in the graveyard, they kind of loop themselves and just keep nuking the field, which is really good. Next up, we have three Fire King Avatar Yaksha. He's the other best one, because when he is destroyed, he lets you destroy a card that's in your hand, which is Fire King's whole thing, is destroying cards, being destroyed or being destroyed in the hand to activate their effects. And that's all the Fire King monsters that I actually play that are called Fire King. I also play one of the Lizard Earthbound Immortal, because he is an honorary Fire King, because if he is destroyed by a card effect, he nukes the entire field, including spells and traps. So all monsters, all spells and traps go to the graveyard if he's destroyed in the hand, which is really good if you get like a Fire King Island on the field, destroy a Yaksha in your hand. Yaksha lets you destroy the lizard, and then you just blow up the entire field. For the Tri-Brigades, obviously we have three Fractal. He's one card combo, the best beast monster or beast warrior starter in the whole game, in my opinion. Really easy to get to in this deck as well. Two Kirafs, really good searcher, is a body on board. I've seen people play three Kirafs. I just don't have space in this deck. Same thing with Nerval. I just simply do not have enough space to play anymore. Otherwise I would. My cat is trying to get in the video like she always does. To Kit. It's another one that I would play more of. I would max out the Tri-Brigade engine, really, if I had enough space in this deck. But it just takes up so much space. I have three Rescue Cat, just because it's another one of those one card combos. You get Rescue Cat, you get full combo with the Tri-Brigade stuff, you get full combo with, you know, any of your Fire King stuff, which honestly the Fire King combos aren't a lot, but they're pretty cool still. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear and Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Gorilla. Actually, this gorilla you'll see is a misprint on the name, which I really like. Found that at a card shop. The Fire Fist stuff, you know, it just blends really well with both Tri-Brigade and Fire Kings. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about them. They can get 10 key off the field if you need that space, but there's not a whole lot of times that you really need all of the back row space. I've got Zephyros the Elite. He's a honorary Fire King, honorary Tri-Brigade, honorary Fire Fist, all of that stuff. It's really good. Notably, he is a dark monster, which helps with link climbing. You'll see that a little bit later. Once per duel brings himself back, basically for free. You can search him off of Tanky, bounce Tanky, get him for free on the field. He's just a really good extender, and you're dumb if you're not playing him. No hand traps, because A, we don't have space, and B, I feel like just the way that the deck plays, it wants to be as overwhelming as possible, and hand traps kind of muddle that, like bring down the power ceiling of the whole deck. Three of the Island, you have to play it. It's a Fire King deck. It pops cards in the hands to search, or it can special summon Garunics if you don't have anything on the field, which is also good. A little bit of a tech that I play. I don't play Terraforming, but I do play Set Rotation Gateway to Chaos, because it can lock your opponent out of their field spell zone, which is really important in every format. Gateway to Chaos, if you don't know, you need to have a Blackluster Soldier or a Guy of the Fierce Knight to activate it. And so you set rotation, set it in your opponent's field spell zone, and then they're locked. They can't flip over Gateway to Chaos because most of the time they're not going to have Blackluster Soldier. Yeah, it's really good. It's really funny to get that on people. Sometimes they scoop if you get that. 3 Tenki, also neat to play this card. It's the Beast Warrior, Beast, Winged Beast Searcher. Or actually, it only adds a Beast Warrior. But still, it's really good because it gets you to Fractal, it gets you to Yaksha. It just searches out basically the whole deck except for Zephyros. So apologize for earlier, it does not search Zephyros. 3 Rekindling is really good for swarming the board. It's the fire version of Soul Charge, which Soul Charge is banned. So it's just really good. Lets you extend, lets you go into your combos. Rapid Trigger is a fusion spell that I play, which is really good because it lets you go into Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Swan really easily. And it's a quick play, so you can do it on your opponent's turn. It's a tech that I've been playing for a while now, and it's good. It simply is good. If you're thinking about playing Fire Kings, you should play that card. One-ofs, Circle of the Fire Kings, Onslaught of the Fire Kings, which honestly I may cut Circle for Onslaught, and one Called by the Grave because it's you have to play it. Like everything else in this deck, you have to play it. And finally, 2 Tri-Brigade Revolt to round off the main deck. Revolt is good. It's another one of those win more extender type cards. In previous versions of this deck, I was playing the Utopia double package, but I found just having a second copy of Revolt, you see it more often, or it's easier to search. It just worked out better than Utopia double. Moving on to the extra deck, it is 1 copy of Bearbrum, 1 copy of Verjit. You have Double Dragon Lords, Brother of the Fire Fist Eagle, Shureg, which I feel like is pretty standard for Tri-Brigade. Nightmares, you have Unicorn and Phoenix. And what I was talking about with the darks earlier, you have the Dark Charmer, Selene, Boral Sword. So if you don't know, you go Zephyros and any other monster into Dark, which Dark brings Zephyros back to go into Selene. Selene lets you bring a monster back, lets you bring back the Dark Charmer, and then you link into Boral Sword. If I had more money, this would be Access Code or Appaloosa, but I don't have that kind of money. Boral Sword was like $2 when I bought it, I think. Fusions, like I said earlier, the 2 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Swan. I don't go into it very often. You don't really see Rapid Trigger that often, despite it being at 3. But it's a good option. It's a good option on your opponent's turn. If you set Rapid Trigger, you could flip it. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King, 2 of them. And to round off the extra deck, 1 Tornado Dragon. You could honestly take out one of the Tiger Kings if you wanted to play like a Baguska or an Exciton Knight. I don't really think it's necessary. There's enough offensive power in this deck that it just... Baguska isn't necessary. Exciton Knight isn't really necessary. But yeah, that's my deck. Let me know what you guys think. I know I didn't really go too in-depth with the explanations. If you'd like test hands or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. My cat just knocked a bottle of vitamins off of the counter. But yeah, that's the deck. Thanks, guys.